How would you describe Ben Simmons' debut with the Nets going back to that Pelicans game?
Atrocious. There's no other word for it. You had an entire season off last year. You had your back surgery, got your mental health days. You went out there and you forced your way to getting off of Philadelphia and being excited to be playing with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and the coaching staff and all the stuff that you hyped up. You told your teammates you were going to play in the playoffs, and then it turns out you didn't. And now we're talking about an entire new season. You're fresh, you're healthy, you're in a whole new organization. You're starting the season off where you want it to be. Now, before I get any further, I'm going to give kudos. The Pelicans are no joke. I know it is game one, but if Zion stays healthy, we all know that BI and Brandon Ingram is just an elite basketball player. If CJ McCollum can play good, solid minutes, averaging anywhere from 20 to 23 points a game, and Valanciunas gets those rebounds, I really think that this team could contend for a playoff spot. Now, going back to the Brooklyn Nets, how do you have three All-Stars? We all know that Ben has the potential to be an All-Star for defensive capabilities alone, and because he is a 6'10" mismatch in terms of ball handling, distribution, and of course, like I just alluded to on the defensive side. Outside of KD going 11 to 21 for 32 points, where were the rest of this team? You had Patty Mills backing everybody up with 16 points as the next leading scorer after Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving, 6 of 19, completely unacceptable. We got one of the Morris brothers, 3 points. What are we? I am like at a loss because everybody continues to hype up this team year in and year out. They have depth, they have this, they have KD, they have Kyrie. Now they have Ben Simmons. And I tried to give them some props last season because I thought that the trade was going to make them better defensively, which is one aspect in which they struggled. Point A, this freaking first game, 130 points they allowed. And Ben Simmons doesn't even make it to basically the third quarter. There's 12 minutes in each quarter, guys. He didn't even make it two quarters worth. 23 minutes, 4 points, a minus 26 in a plus minus scale, and you foul out. Ben Simmons is on the thinnest sheet of ice you could possibly be on. He's owed $35+ million this season. He already has a bad reputation, leaving salt in people's mouths as to what he's done in terms of how he ended his relationship in Philadelphia, how he handled the media, how he handled the situation last year. And you are one of the most paid, if not one of the highest paid players at your position at 6'10", playing point guard. Again, it's just a very weird situation in and of itself, but that's neither here nor there also. Ben Simmons has the shortest leash possible. Ben Simmons cannot afford to fuck up this season. He's got all the pressure in the world, 10 times more pressure than he had in Philly because of how he exited, just like James Harden did, the same exact situation. You cannot sit here and tell me $35 million gets you 4 points and getting fouled out of game one. They can't. You can't sit here and say one of the best perimeter defenders in the league goes negative 26 in the plus minus scale. You cannot tell me a guy that's worth $35 million isn't even going to make it past half time. I don't know why I was about to say half court. I have no words. I cannot begin to fathom how much frustration I have for Nets fans because it's just like you literally go and trade the entire world for a guy that's supposed to take you to that next step, a guy that you thought was going to assist you in the weakest category, like I had stated at the beginning of the segment, which is the defensive side. You need to be better. There's no more excuses. The back's not hurting. The mental health is healthy. You've been reassuring the media all off season that you're fine and ready to go and excited to play. And then this is what you put out. I don't want to hear it's game one. I don't want to hear he's got to shake off the rust. Bro, you're 6-10. You are a walking asinine matchup for anybody that's in front of you because you have the ball handling skills of a true point guard. You just can't shoot. Why do you not have 10 assists? Why do you not have 10 boards? Why do you not have 3 steals? Why is your plus minus so bad? Why did you foul out? Do you have no discipline? Did you forget how to play basketball? Did you forget that you're supposed to be one of the better defenders in the league? Or did you just check out like you checked out of Philly? Because it's just not a good look. This is the game where you're supposed to make a statement. This is the game where you're supposed to say, I'm going to be a Brooklyn Net. I'm here for the long haul. I'm not asking for 30, 40 points, but Jesus Christ, 4? This is all you can provide for $35 million? For all the assets that Brooklyn gave up? Man, you're making the front office of the Nets look like a bunch of idiots. Ben Simmons needs to ship up or ship out. This is it. If he fucks up this season again, I don't even know if this man makes another competitive roster for the remainder of his career.